I'm in the kitchen because that's the best place for me. No, I'm joking. They're qualifying at the moment, as you can see behind me, through the keyhole in the window. We've got, it is looking good out there. So what I'll do is, when I go out there, got to be quiet because the focus, this is the high-end racing, as we discussed before. So I don't want to interrupt them, and I do want to be invited back tomorrow, not only tomorrow, but next year for the big one. Right then. All right, track fans, right, I've just come in from outside on the race and I found the pit area and no one's here. So we're gonna have a quick snoop around, possibly a maybe the shell for the race, I don't know, or maybe it was one of two in case one broke in practice. Might try and get a trackside chat with Matt at some stage just to find out what that's about. I'm gonna go on, whoa, this is quite neat and tidy, stickers, so I don't know. Oliver generally says digital or spec racing, so some more pit boxes. Let's have a look what they've got in there. Spare car, maybe from Club Racing. Here we go. I've been caught in the act. Caught filming pit boxes. And here we go. Right, so this looks like we've had some solder action going on. Yeah, absolutely. There's the kit. And they're probably much better at soldering than me. I tell you, ask any of the guys on Wired on Wednesdays what my soldering skills are like, and they'll tell you A&E are busy. Oh, what's this then? Flux for the solder. Okay, we've got a couple of prototype LMP style cars in here. Looking good. It's, while the mouse is away, the cat will play. Look at that. That is a nice bit of kit, huh? Blimey. Oh, I like it. Look, custom slots in the tray for perfect positioning and no sliding about whilst. That's a nice car as well. Very nice car indeed. I'm not sure if that's an Oreca or an Audi. I'm not sure. Maybe you could let me know in the comments. Say red car and what it is. And then some GT3s at the back here. One there looks like it's been burnt out. Pop that away. So whoever's this is, thank you very much. And then we've got the slotted controllers, which we use, SCP3, you can see in the middle. And this is the latest controller from Slotted Digital Racing. And they'll have a couple of these spare, just as a reserve, because there's nothing like coming all of this way to be out of the race on a technicality like a controller. So this is for breaking engines in, rolling cars in. Looks like quite a sturdy bit of kit, that. Slot racing to go. Shout out to you guys. This is actually a really good time to come and do this. And we missed somewhere over here. See, I like this. This is quite a simple box. Straightforward, possibly handmade actually for it. Oh, hang on. No. Handover, brushes, paints, and sundries. So if anyone's like, I'm not going to open the drawers because they're not open, that's a bit impersonal. But that's a tidy box, that is. I can see that's going to get captioned. Okay, so some more action here. And we've got some cars in the top drawer there, poking out a couple of what looks like possibly Thunder Slot Lolas. Oh no, it's a Ferrari. Of course it is. That is nice. That is very nice. Look at that. Oh, that just says turbo power, scale auto. Tell by the chassis design there. Very nice indeed. What motor is that? 22.5K. Put that back in there. And that is actually rammed of cars. Look, this is the thing. Some of these guys have boxes. There's a cheeky little Daz Hall inspired Group C sticking out there. I won't open it, I don't know whose it is. And then around here, we just had a gentleman come flying out and he was working on here. He was doing stuff, he's left his spanners out and everything. He's got a full rack, spare parts. This is really nice to see. This is when you have been around for a while, you start to get organised because you end up pinions and gear meshes sticking out your ears. So that is awesome to see. And then over here, it's the sort of pit box I turn up with. 3 items, that's it, ready to go, and flip-flops. Cool. And then outside we've got breakout space for those inclined to burst into flames still, which will be me in 10 minutes. Okay, let's go check out some racing. All right, so just to bring you up to speed now, what they've done, they've turned the lights off. Qualifying has now finished and cars are being taken to race control, which is over here.
Couple of things, please.
So.
No one really should be walking in front of the race control. Okay, you're obstructing the drivers. So what we're going to do is whoever's on race control will sit at the end. Please walk behind the table. Okay, as Will is currently demonstrating. If someone wants to do that for me, yes.
You want to do that?
I mean, yeah, but then the drivers can't. Yeah. They won't see a small TV.
Okay, while they're all chatting amongst themselves, this would be a good time to have a look
this driving
and walk
position
around
here
the track while we can.
Is
So, let me just grab this from Nick. Cheers, mate. Yeah, hot mic. Right, let's start again. So if we start here, we're up the main straight. What he was saying there was this line here denotes the magnet, where the pit lane registers. The pit lane doesn't register past this point. So they have to come in and pit here somewhere, but not exceed that line, or the technology won't recognise the whatever they've got to do, braking for the pit. So first, we've got a long, steady and grading into a tight right corner, almost a hairpin here. The track we're looking at is Ninko, which is synonymous to the DISCA racing model. And then as you can see, I'll go the other way so you can actually see it. You can see the grading is coming up in the rear here. And we've got some superstars from Wolverhampton Slot Car Club. We've got Ash on the left and Nick on the right. How you feeling, guys? Confident? I think so. Good. That's the right answer. Yeah. So there you go. They are having a bit of calm before the storm. Cheers, buddy. So I've got some tasty little S's here that we saw on some of the B-roll video through the course, and then a little nod in the right direction to the back. Hi, buddy. Good, thank you. You? A little nod to the Bathurst with the flags lining the rear elevation, and then kangaroos. Probably got a name. I'll find that out through the course of the race. Bring it to you down the slope into this sharp left and right chicane almost. And then in another little cheeky lane change there. If you need to duck into those pits at the last minute, you can. Or if you need to follow your racing line, boosh, and you're away, and then straight up there again. And this is where they're going to be racing for a long time. So I'll bring up on the screen the schedule. We'll have a look at that. And here's Nick Wade. Nick, are you scrutineering? Or had they already been done earlier? So here we have the cars in Parc Ferme, awaiting the race. I think everyone's going down now, having a break, some refreshment, getting ready for the focus. So, can I handle these, Nick? Okay, I've been given authority. Look at this, nice. Do you need to get to your car?
No,
sorry.
I was just going to jump on you and make sure you didn't
Oh.
handle it badly.
No, well, if you'd like, I'd really much rather you handle your car. Are you two racing, Jonathan, together? Yeah. Okay, and then we've got Garage 27, so this is your leader of Garage 27. Remember, previous slides, get hold of Nick. That is it. Yeah, you might see slight tremors, that's right. This is holding the race car pre-race. Look, 2 wing mirrors, spoiler, it's all in place. So this is the Hyper Monkeys. Yes, it's going to be green, isn't it? Absolutely, look at that. It's all in place. So this is the Hyper Monkeys. Yes, it's going to be green, isn't it? Absolutely, look at that. That is a stunning livery, that is. It's a little liquid moly sun visor, number 9. And it's got some transistors in there still storing the power, which is good to see. I think that might be a 3D chassis, I don't know. Do you reckon that's a 3D chassis?
Sorry?
Is that a 3D chassis?
No, it's sideways.
Sideways, there you go. Sideways. I can actually hear you screaming in the comments right now that that's a sideways. Well done. That is a great livery as well. Who's this? Eurolink Racing.
So that's Bert.
Ah, this is Bert. You could tell. He's enhancing, increasing his flamboyance through the racing each time. Really, really nice livery, that is. Let's check the underside. It's this Pro Speed Slot Racing. And then the next one, Wolves. We just met Nick and Ash at the back, and Lewis is here as well to race. This is looking like a fine, fine piece of kit. Just be careful not to drop it because they're watching me. I can feel them burning a hole in the side of my head from the left. So there is your team that is driving this car. You're all right, it's helping with the reflectivity. No, and this is El Capito Dance. Okay, so now that is a nice, very nice colour indeed. Subtle graphics, like it on the bonnet there, little black flashes of detail. Oh yeah. Stunning car. Check that out. And then lastly, not leastly, sports car racing. Oof. That is, well, oh my God, what can I say? It is a yellow and black livery, and we all know I'm a fan of yellow and black liveries, and it could almost be my car, because if your eagle eyes out there can see, it's got one wing mirror. They've lost their wing mirror already, unless it was designed that way. And then, of course, they're going to have a little nod there to wrong way up. Absolute classic. So if we come around, we can take, while they're not driving, we can see here the driver's podium. 8 drivers. And you can see they're connected into the control race management system with this. And then they've got the controller. So I'm not going to, clearly not going to touch anything on here, but just to give you an idea of what they've got to consider, tune in, dial in, practice. And it may be changed because each driver drives differently and they're sharing the controller unless they've got their own controller. The question, do you all have your own controller or just share the next one? Do you just next guy on, or do you bring your own controller and plug it in?
Most teams use one controller.
Okay, I just thought about it. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, sound. So just add it. I just asked, does the next driver just come on, grab the controller and crack on, or does he come in, unplug it, put his own controller with his own settings on there? But he doesn't. They tend to share. You can clearly tell we're out of COVID now, because that would never have happened 5 years ago. And this is where we're going to have some sweaty people for a long time. Okay, marshals are in place. Everyone is connected on the podiums. Car fun, mostly YouTube.
Nick, the 11 is not in green, and the 5 is on the track.
That is it.
If your car is not working, you will have to take it to the pits to do it. We can't put the start off.
Yeah, no, it's all green now. All green.
Okay, we are seconds away. Seconds
if
away.
everybody's ready.
How are you going to do it? Rolling start, standing start?
Yes, can I have one slow lap, please? As soon as you get past the chase there to where pit entry is, game on. All right, lads? If everybody's ready.
So we're going for one rolling lap. Then when he gets round to that marshal there, is pretty much the race is on. Here we go. It's on. The race is on. They are away. You can see the speed instantly. This is it. They are not going to be hanging around on this one. We don't know these slots as yet. It is fluid. It looks like qualifying and practice has paid off. First blind raised. So now you can see it's light at this end, light at this end, and the camera's making it light, but it is actually darker down there. Well, you can see, you got those drivers have still got to level up. They're darkened out. We'll go back into the race.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me ballin'. With my range up. Look at me ballin'. I be famous. Look at me ballin'. With my range up.
I'm back, and you can see, capitalising on the spirit of the event. Australian 12-hour here. They've got about 10 minutes left to go on the race, and it has been amazing. Right, anyway, I'm going to get rid of this hat, and I'll see you for the grand finale. Day 2, near the end, hour-ish to push.
No, it's mostly over now. It's preservation of the car.
Yeah.
Barring any disasters, we should finish in the position we're in right now.
Position, sort
That's
of thing.
right. Not
Okay.
Not push too hard. You know, if there's opportunity, we'll take it.
What team are you with?
I'm with Garage 27, the
Okay.
hosting team.
Yeah, so that's you with Will and Nick.
That's correct.
Kursville, sorry.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. How's the car been? Ferrari, isn't it?
Ferrari 296 from
It won't have
sideways.
picked that up.
Ferrari 296. Yeah, it did. So yeah, it's good. It's not one of my own preparations. It's one of Nick's. There were a couple of things about it that we changed during the practice session yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Kind of brought it towards some of the settings and adjustments that I would normally like
You're
to
used
run.
to, yeah.
And it did seem to improve the car.
Okay, good.
Both my teammates are very happy.
Yeah.
Shall I let you know a little secret?
Yeah.
I think.
No one's listening.
I think, yeah. It'll be too late for them anyway because they've only got 90 minutes
okay,
left.
Yeah.
If I'm not sure, if I'm not certain, I think
this will be out in a week.
I think we've got the competitors listening.
You can go through, Gaz. Come on, you know the score.
We're the last car. I think we're the last car running on its original starting rear tyres.
Really?
Yeah.
That's going some.
Most of them we've
Do you
observed.
go and through them? Or do you just put them on because they're here?
Just put them on.
Wow.
Yeah, well, if you want to do a tyre change during the race, you can't have them glued on.
Oh, yeah, of course.
We're also not allowed to glue them by regulation.
Right.
We have a fixed wheel diameter which is big enough to hold the tyre on anyway.
Yeah.
So we just slip them on.
So everyone's in the same.
Everyone's in the same boat. Yeah, we've got the
Have you
same
ever thought
wheels.
like a little bit of tacking glue, maybe, or does it
no
not
need.
make no difference?
There appears to be no need for it. The cars are performing
Okay.
just great without any of
Yeah.
that. I mean, if you take a look at some of the tyres that come off, they look a little bit gnarly, but they've
Yeah.
been run for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
I mean, we're up to 10.5 on our first pair of tyres now, so we think we'll get to the end. We're crossing our fingers.
All right.
And we'll see whether we can hold on to that
Good
fourth
luck with
position.
it, my man. Good luck with it. Cheers, Wayne. Thank you very
much.
much. Just before we go, you've been YouTubing some stuff here, so give a plug. What?
Okay.
Cars fun mostly.
Car fun mostly.
Car
all
fun
one
mostly.
word. You'll find it in the. You'll probably find it connected with your channel at some point.
I linked it yesterday
I
on a
thought you
post.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
thought you
people
did.
can click their word and
Thank you
then
very
find
much.
you. No, thank you, mate, for kicking it off while I weren't here.
You're welcome.
Nice one. All right, cool. Cheers, mate. Thank you for that. Look, boys, look, everyone. I don't even know where I'm looking. There. Look, boys, 6 hours in. How's it been?
So good so far. Holding third down, probably about 4 hours now. Yeah, I think so. About that, yeah, so.
And straightforward, any problems?
Not so far. Touch wood.
Squeaky bum time. We nearly ran out of battery in the controller.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yep.
We're wireless with.
We're wireless controllers.
Ah, that's why then, isn't it? Lewis! Hey, mate. He's put it there for a reason. I can't turn it. Get in there. There you go, look. That is sorted. So then, Lewis, how's it feel being carried by these two?
I'm used to it by now.
Okay, fair play, man. A few words, that is Lewis Goff from Wolverhampton. Thank you very much. Ash, well done. Nick, well done. Got a real treat now, track fans. We've got Bertie. How you doing, Bertie? I haven't seen you in a while. So, Bertie, where are you from?
I'm from Belgium, so yeah, near the coast.
Yeah.
I'm racing also DSC in Mechelen, so yeah, so that's also in Belgium.
What car are you racing today, my friend?
The Acura NSX. So it's a really stable car. So we doesn't have any complaints for the moment. So we will see halfway race.
So the other two guys with you, do you race with them in your club, or are they different clubs come together to come and form a UK team?
No, those two guys racing also at the SCA, and one of the two is the president of the club. So he especially comes over to here. So and yeah, they are also really interested in digital racing. They have also a digital track and everything. So and for them it's an opportunity, it's their first opportunity to driving here. So and it's also a little bit preparing for Rockingham, for the double digital at Rockingham on the 10th and 11th October. So so yeah.
Go on, you got it. Say hello to the camera there. That is it. And are you doing Le Mans next year?
I'm doing Le Mans, yeah. Nick Wade has asked me for joining his team, so I already know it's with Nick, with Gary Skip, with Martin, with Steve, and another guy. And I never seen him, but
that's a strong team.
I'm very sure it's also a really strong guy for representing the team.
Cool.
So.
Cool. All right. Well, look. Whereabouts? What position are you in now at the 6 hour point?
Not very good at the moment.
So you're propping it up.
Yeah, I hope so. in the next 6 hours that we can climb up the ladder. Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, look. I really appreciate you doing the interview in English, because my Belgium is terrible.
I want to speak Belgian, but.
Okay. One thing. Anything for any aspiring racers, anyone watching this who wants to do digital, what do you say to them?
I want to say to them, don't be afraid to start it, because, okay, sometimes if you look at other people, it's expensive, but do it in small steps, and always ask to other people how to start your hobby, and absolutely in digital. And everyone is open to help everyone. So
awesome! Thank you very much, my friend. Cheers, Bertie. Nice one. Trackman's Bertie from Team
DSCA.
DSCA. Nice one. Cheers, mate. Thank you. I'm back, and you can see capitalising on the spirit of the event. Australian 12 hour here. They've got about 10 minutes left to go on the race, and it has been amazing. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of this hat and I'll see you for the grand finale.
Yes, it's going to be big. Yeah, it is. If one in the tape. It's the one in the tape.
Okay then, as we come into the closing stages of the race, we've got 2 minutes left. The racers are showing actually really positive signs. There don't seem to be any kind of fatigue, any rattiness, any despickery. So at the lead we've got, I don't know if we're going to get this too well. We'll have an announcement and prizes in a minute with trophies, but you've got the Hyper Monkeys, Exiles from Wolves, Garage 27, DSCA, Eurolinks Racing, El Capito is at the bottom.
1 minute.
Sports car racing above them now. I think I said garage 27 earlier, but I'm mistaken. They are still very much in the game. There was a problem on the El Capito car, the wheels. So here we go, we're down to the final minute of the race. What a race.
Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1.
And that is it.
Well done, everybody.
There's some
Shall we have a
races right
few
here,
minutes
relief races right here.
respite, and then we'll arrange some prize givings. Thank you, gentlemen.
We'll scoot round to this side.
Sorry, mate. No. All I need is, can I have the top 3 cars, please? That's Hyper Monkeys, Exiles and Wolves. Can I just have your cars for a minute, please? Yeah, the rest can take your cars, yeah. I just want the top 3.
What we've got now is we've got a bit of scrutineering going on the top 3 races to make sure the car they started with is the car they finished with. Nick's just going to do a quick spot check on that. I think he'll be paying particular attention to the Wolves one for sure.
That's about half a mil wide, mate.
Trouble in progress.
Yeah. She's about half a mil wide, me old fruit. Yeah, that's to the rim, not to the tyre. You are a bit wide, me old mate.
See what the others are like.
Exiles is fine. Monkeys is well in. Mr. Underwood, can I have a second opinion, please?
Blimey, this is serious.
I think the rear's a touch wide. It was on the table.
A bit wide.
63.
They're just taking a moment to make sure they're absolutely right. And then I have no idea what happens. I've never seen this before. That's it. We call him shaky from
Just
now
want
on.
a second opinion on Wolves' car.
Well, that'd be cheap, because we're quicker than us. And we were cheating, so.
It must have been, because obviously it's got holes mounted into the body, into the chassis. So that's on the thing, Ash.
63, I thought it was 64.
63.
You see,
I
Lewis.
was say, we haven't touched the wheels all day.
No, but Lewis set it up before, because we pinged you in.
Yeah, John.
It's too wide, it's too wide. It's only a that's, you know, it's, unfortunately it's a little bit wider than 63.4.
It's got some fucking bogies on it.
63, I think it is.
Bear in mind, I didn't touch the wheels, I didn't want to. Yeah.
Those two are fine.
So Lewis,
This is
what
the
does
one
it mean
on.
if it's too wide? Does it mean a lap penalty time or disqualification?
Yeah, that's what we did. We
What?
just,
I weren't touching, I'd imagine if it's a fixed rule, I weren't touching the wheels, it's qualification.
If it was someone else, what would you push for?
I mean, the
Okay,
scrutineer's
cool.
decision's final. So
You're comfortable with the outcome? Yeah, you could have told us after the second hour. Okay, a lot of deliberating still.
okay. No, if you guys are happy, that's fair enough.
That's fine. It was checked with
Take all that rubber off, you can make
what can only be called a caliper version of an abacus. All right, so that is in. It was actually measured with that
there you
device, not the caliper
Okay,
device.
you can take your cars, lads. Now they've been
Wow,
checked.
These
Yeah,
guys.
thank you.
These guys
Thank
are
you very
breathing
much.
easy again. The Wolverhampton Slot Car Club, from right to left. Lewis, Ash in the middle, Nick on the left.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Thank you all very much for coming and making this possible. Without you guys coming, it wouldn't have happened. Thank you very much for that. Let's get on with it then. So, in 8th place with 4,215 laps, unfortunately they had to retire, El Capito Dents. In 7th place with 4,470 laps, Sports Car Racing. Sixth place with 4,585 laps, Eurolink Racing. Well done, Bert. In 5th place with 4,633 laps, DSCA all the way from Belgium. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for coming. In 4th place with 4,656 laps, Garage 27. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Will. Right, trophy time. 3rd place, 4,699 laps, Wolves. Has anyone got a camera handy, apart from Pete?
Go on, man, take the pictures. I just still from these.
Thank you. Well done, lads. 2nd place, 4,778 laps, Exiles.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thanks, boys. Well done.
Yeah.
And the winners of the first digital 1/32 scale Bathurst 12 hour, 4,834 laps, Hyper Monkeys.
Oof, well on.
There you go, gentlemen. Take the big one. Thank you very much. A quick reminder for those who may not be aware of it, August Bank Holiday weekend at Stanborough, there's the Hypercar 4-hour race. If anyone's available to do that, please get in touch with Mr. Johns. That's it from me. Thank you very much. If we could, everyone get together and we have a group photo, maybe against the back wall with the traffic.